So this one will be quite touchy, and it's okay for anyone to be upset or hurt or anything, but this isn't in any kind of fun or anything like that. This is just speculation and interest out of anything. More than anything, I mean. Hey guys, welcome back to the show, welcome back to the diary. So yes, today I kind of want to not necessarily compare, but kind of say that COVID-19 and this breakout is probably going to change the world. And the reason why I say not necessarily compare, but because this kind of event is life-changing in the same way that 9/11 was. Anyone who knows 9/11, the Twin Tower attacks, that terror changed the way we travel. We now have to go through airport security. There are more metal detectors, more identification checks at airports and at borders than there were before 9/11 happened. Now, with COVID, more people are wearing masks, even though for the most part the virus is dying down. It's not spreading quite as badly as it was. It is still spreading, it is still out there, guys, so please still be careful. But there are less new cases every day. There are less new people or less people dying every day because for the most part the majority of us are following our government guidelines and wearing face masks where we need to be and keeping our distance from people. But I reckon that's going to become the new norm. Not necessarily that we're going to wear face masks all the time, but most people will start wearing more face masks when they're sick or when they're on public transport because of any sick person. This is why it's like it's gonna change the way we live. It's gonna change the world in my eyes, because for the most part, if you look at it in terms of an autistic person, a lot of autistic people like their routine and like things to stay the same. The moment the government says we're all clear, we're all safe, you can start wearing your face masks, those autistic people that didn't mind wearing their face mask or liked wearing a face mask will probably not want to stop wearing a face mask when they go out or when they're in a shop. So it becomes the new thing, it becomes the thing that everybody does. But it's also the whole fear of the virus spreading as well. The people that are actually thinking properly and doing what their government is saying to do have got that thing in mind that masks can help and it's all good, it's all great, that when we're done with all this, when everything's all finished and we're all safe again, I reckon that for most of those people who agree with the face masks and are wearing them when they need to be, will turn around and start wearing them either still all the time in certain public places, or will wear them when they're sick, or when travelling with someone they know could be sick, or when they know travelling with someone that they know is sick, or travelling in the place where they guess there's going to be sick people, or there's possibly going to be sick people, even if that sickness is just a cold. So I reckon that after all this COVID stuff's over, or the COVID-19 stuff has calmed down for the time being, I reckon that there's going to be a lot of people still wearing face masks because people are getting used to it. A lot of people are getting used to it. My mask seems a bit tight, so it's been irritating me up here, and it's been irritating me behind the ears a little bit as well. I have to keep occasionally doing that with the with the elastic just to get it to loosen up around my ear and around my face. But it sits nice and snugly on under my chin, so that I don't feel it. But one thing that I have seen that I am praising every part of my body, every bone in my body, every muscle, every cell in my body is praising this to hell and back, because it is the best scheme, and I am irritated that it took COVID-19 or a virus like this to pull it out. This should have been going on from the start. This should have been going on ages ago. But the yellow the yellow sunflower is not actually not sunflower. The yellow flower lanyards from Morrisons. The yellow flower is the national, UK at least, symbol for hidden disabilities. It is the symbol for mental health. It's the not mental health, sorry, that's the puzzle pieces. It's the symbol for hidden disabilities in general. So to have Morrisons turn around and say, we're offering yellow flower lanyards to anyone with a hidden disability or even mental health problems for free at the help desk, is great. It's really, really great, because there are so many times where I've just wanted to take my mask off because I either can't breathe or it's irritating my face. To be in the supermarket as it is, it's hectic for my mind as it is. I've got it, for the most part, I come back from Morrisons tired because I have worked my butt off not to have a problem inside the store. Whether I'm going with my mum, my sister, or by myself or with friends, I have a problem. It's mainly the floor, my shoes not being able to get enough grip. Now, I wear skate shoes quite a bit, I wear trainers quite a bit, because I can't stomach wearing other kinds of shoes, and the only real available girls' shoes are either high heels or covered in sparkles, or they're boots. Now, I could wear boots, but the thing is, I'm very, very picky when it comes to boots. If my feet look wrong in boots, and if it looks wrong when looking down at them, I don't like it. It's got to be the right colour, the right kind of style, the right kind of make. I would like to have steel toe caps, but they don't do steel toe caps in anything smaller than a 5. My feet are technically a 3, but because of the skate shoes and some of the tongues that you averagely get in skate shoes, I have to go with 4s, otherwise I can't wear them in. Legitimately, the thickness of the tongues on skate shoes presses on top of my foot, and it irritates the living hell out of me because it hurts my foot. So I can't wear in a pair of size 3s because the laces are too tight. And even if I undo the laces so it's loose, it's still pressing on my foot, and it's still irritating and it still hurts. But there's also the thing of it's going to fall off my foot. I can't have it loose enough so it's only just ignorable for my mind to wear them in, because at that point in time it feels like my feet are going to fall out of it. It feels like it's going to fall off my foot. So being in the shop in general, skate shoes don't really have a lot of grip, so I need the kind of need the trolley to help me with the grip. And having the trolley there also kind of helps distract my brain from everything else, because I'm more focused on pushing the trolley around. But when I'm not pushing a trolley around and I don't have headphones in my ears, everything else distracts me, everything else goes off on one. So to have a lanyard like that during this outbreak that I could possibly wear, and then I'm happy to wear my mask whenever and wherever I need to, but there are times that I forget to take it. I've been up to my local co-op and forgotten to take it, occasionally I will just do this. Occasionally, depending on what I'm doing, because I do sometimes still need both hands, I won't necessarily bother covering up, but that's not because I don't care, it's more the fact of, I've forgotten my mask, but I need both hands. Shoot. What do I do? But so to have that lanyard there, I can just turn around to anyone that could turn around to me and say, "Oi, you should be wearing a mask. What are you doing?" And it's like lanyard, pull it out. And it's like, I do have one. I've just forgotten it. I've just forgotten it today. So I do actually have one. I've just forgotten it today. But so it just makes it a lot easier, because there was one time in my local co-op where I did have my mask, standing behind this woman who was wearing a mask, having a go at this guy who's not wearing a mask, and this guy is persisting back with the whole, I am exempt, I have a medical exemption card, it's in my car, it's in my truck, whatever it was, I can't remember, but car van thing, and she's there having a massive go at him really angrily, like, how dare you not wear a mask in my presence, sort of kind of behaviour and everything to it. So to see that and get annoyed with her myself, I'm just stood there thinking, you're wearing a mask, what's the problem? That mask is not to keep things out, to keep things in, or it's a stupid thing to say because my brain's not working. I mean, the masks do work to keep things out, but they're more about keeping things in. Because most masks, unless you're wearing a proper, genuine, proper surgical type mask that's completely airtight, no holes, no gaps, no kind of folding so that there's a space that you can put your finger through, it's not going to keep everything out. It's not going to keep everything out. And like I was saying, unless you have that surgical mask that's completely tight, it's also got this film thing stuff to it that stops more of your own bodily fluids escaping out the mask. So without a mask, you've got 100% spittle going everywhere. With the mask, you've got about 20, 25, maybe 30% of spittle going somewhere, or going everywhere, but for the most part, it's more forwards. It's more controllable, it's more kept in, there is still water droplets in the air from you wearing a mask. It's just the fact that there's less of it to pass on to someone else. Less chance of passing something on to someone else. But just because someone's not wearing a mask doesn't always mean that they don't care, or they don't get it, or that they don't think that they will pass it on, or that they think that just because they're not wearing a mask and other people are, that they can't pass it on because they're not wearing the mask. But it's more the fact that, I mean, yes, there are buttheads out there that are not wearing masks, because it's like, this COVID's fake. This COVID is fake. There's no such thing as COVID-19. They're making it up because they're saying this is coronavirus, when if you look at all of the anti-disease cleaning products, it says protects against COVID. Well, no, protects against coronavirus, and it's like, yeah, but we now have a completely different strain of coronavirus going on. This isn't the coronavirus that protects against. It's also the fact that there are genuine people who have serious breathing problems, serious asthma, serious levels of autism, where wearing a mask is highly irritating. If I'm in my down days, my bad days, my angry days, I cannot wear my mask. I literally cannot wear my mask. The second I put it on and feel that stuff here, I just want to take it off because it's irritating. I have done the same thing with creases. If I wake up late to something, I'm already angry. So if I put on a t-shirt that's got creases in it, and I feel those creases, I get so angry I kind of rip it off and throw it across the room because I cannot handle those creases. I'm already angry, and something else is keeping me angry. It's stopping me being calm. It's like nothing is going right. Something needs to go right so I can chill the hell out, but nothing is going right. That's kind of how I see it for some of the people who have autism more seriously, that are irritated by the masks on a daily basis. It's like, it feels, to me at least, like nothing's going right, nothing's going the way I want it to, and I'm angry about it because it's annoying me that nothing's going the way I want. And when I say that, I don't mean it like autistic people are selfish, like it has to be the way I want or else. It's more the fact of it's a safety thing, because a lot of autistic people can't understand the world around them. They don't understand the world around them. So to have that routine, to have that everything in its place, and that kind of order for certain things, it kind of provides a little safety net sort of thing, because we can't control the world. No one can really control the world around us. But we have our spaces that we can control, we will control, and we want to control. So autistic people kind of take that a bit further sometimes. A lot of people will turn around and say that they kind of don't really care about the way their stuff's kept or anything like that, but some autistic people will get in a big mess, tiz state, however you want to put it, however you put it yourself, because something's out of whack, as I say, or out of place. I don't personally get into a big rage when something's out of place. It's more the fact of I did kind of used to get more annoyed when I was a child, because my mum would tidy my room, she'd put certain toys away just generally, and she'd put it in the nearest box. I had a box set for certain things. Now, the reason I had them set for certain things wasn't necessarily because of the autism, it's more the fact of if it's set somewhere, I know where it is. I'm not losing it if it's set somewhere. If it's set for it, that's all that goes in it. But I know where it is. It's also because if you get big Lego kits, Lego sets, you've got all these little pieces that are specific for that set, and sometimes other pieces won't fit. I mean, you can quite easily get hold of new ones of the same colour and they'll fit, but there is also the problem of if it's got a sticker on it. Sometimes some places don't have replacement items, replacement pieces for sets like that, just one missing piece. So to keep it all together, it was easier to rebuild each set because it was all still together and it was all there. But no, I wanted to kind of say that this virus is most likely going to change the way we live and change the world, because there will more than likely be further breakouts of this virus as the years go by, because of the way it changes, and everybody who's had it previously, we don't know if they're now immune. We don't know whether they're still holding any piece of the virus or anything like that. So we need to still be careful, and we need to still help each other stay healthy and stay alive. But no, that's it for me today. Just basically answering the question, what historical event do you think changed the world? So that is my question today. If you agree with me that 9/11 is the biggest world life changer we've had, then let me know down below. Still, again, a good few years on after 9/11, thoughts go out to all the families of everyone who got lost in that. Great thanks, even though it was in America and not the UK, great thoughts and thanks go out to all the firefighters over there that worked tirelessly, not just to put out any fires that were still going, but to check the rubble and search through what was left of the buildings after they both collapsed for any possible survivors out there. And that was kind of it, really. I just wanted to say thoughts go out and thank you and everything, and thoughts go out to all the firefighters that were lost during that as well. But no, that's it for me today, guys. Like I said, let me know which historical event changed the world, or changed the way we live in the world. But no, that's it for me today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime.